Call the honourable member for Indi.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. A very sad thing happened in my community of Indi last Friday, and it has widespread impact on individuals, on families, on businesses, on the community and indeed on my whole electorate. 60 people were summarily sacked from their job without entitlement, and this decision has had a huge impact on this community. The ripple effect will be felt by the churches, the schools, the sporting clubs, by business and in the wider community. Mr Deputy Speaker, Wangaratta is a very close-knit rural community, or, more importantly, I should say, an urban community. It's a caring community, and I'm proud to say that we've already seen examples of this community kicking in to do what needs to be done. And there's lots that can be done to support the community and the individuals who have been affected by this decision. So already people are taking action. There was a community information session today, there's a union meeting tomorrow, and lawyers in the community are offering free legal service for affected individuals and their families. And it's very important, I believe, that the people of Indi, the people of Wangaratta, the people of Bruck know that they're not alone. And I thank the many members of this parliament who've come up to me and offered their support and advice. But clearly, in the first instance, to the individuals who've lost their jobs, it's their families and friends who have an important role to play, to show that they're not alone. And I know that already meals are being delivered, families are organising very subtle, if the word is, social events, children are being invited for sleepovers, and people are helping where they can. And on a community level, there's much that we can do. Community events, music for young people, fundraising, fun and information are important aspects. There's a saying that says, facts fight fears. And in the circumstances that are facing the people of Wangaratta, facts and communication is really important. Not only information about entitlements and the role of the government, but also the information about services, about assistance and about what else is available in the community that can assist the individuals that are affected, but importantly their families and their extended families, and also the communities in which they are working. Schools have a very important role to play, and in Victoria our holidays are over and our children are back in school, so I call on our schools to take their part in helping children understand what's happening and help them understand how business actually works and the morality of good business. I call on service clubs in Wangaratta to also do their bit, not only the Lions Club and the Rotary Clubs, but also the churches and the neighbourhood houses. There's much that we can do to provide support to the families and to the extended community that is suffering through this loss. One of the things that particularly come to mind is the role of local institutions. For a particular note tonight is the role of our local paper in Wangaratta, the Wangaratta Chronicle, and what an important role it has in providing information to everybody. Our local radio station, 3&E, Edge, the other radio stations, for letting people know about services, about meetings, but also that about the community of Wangaratta is caring. So, Mr Speaker, or Mr Deputy Speaker, in closing, I would like to acknowledge in this House what a wonderful community Wangaratta is, that it's facing a really big challenge at the moment. And it's a time, I suppose, for all of us to be our best selves. For me, as the leader of this community, or as one of the leaders, to speak in this parliament about what needs to be done. For the community leaders at the state and local government level, for us to be our best selves in communication, in being open and in being inclusive in what we do. For the families of the people who have been affected, for us all to be our best selves, to be more tolerant, to be more caring and more compassionate than perhaps what we usually are. And particularly I ask that the people of Wangaratta as a community can come together to look at these challenges openly and honestly, and to have the belief that together we can move through this time, and that when it's over, in a year's time we will look back and we will be a stronger, better and much more prosperous community. Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker.